Hello everyone, I'm WANGYANJUN, and this is my individual assignment about GQH0055. And our topic is Summary and Evaluation of the United Nations Climate. So, this is my directory. Uh, First of all, let's introduce my opening introduction. So, now I want to share the video to let us know that it is very terrible now about our environment. Okay, it is just a part of this video, but you can see clearly that because of climate change, the living space has shrunk dramatically and caused the population. Part 2, let's focus our topics. The theme of 28th United Nations Climate Change Conference is Climate Action Now. The conference was held from 30 November to 12 December 2023 in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So let me introduce about the United Nations Climate Conference. It is a global conference on global climate change to promote cooperation and consensus among countries on climate change, which plays a key role in the future development of climate change. This year's conference focused on the topics of carbon emission reduction, renewable engineering development, and climate change response. Carbon emission reduction is one of the key initiatives to mitigate climate change, while the development of renewable engineering is an important way to achieve carbon neutrality. Responding to climate change involves policy formulation and implementation of actions by all countries around the world and requires the joint efforts for all parties. Part 3, the summary of resource. The The conference had achieved a number of important results, including the series resolutions and the agreements that emphasized the advancement of the Paris Agreement to strengthen global climate action. So, otherwise, let me introduce about the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement is an agreement reached by many large countries to deal with climate change, but unfortunately, the United States withdrew from the agreement a few years ago. However, there are still some disappointments, such as the failure of concerned countries to commit themselves to sustained emission reduction tenders or to honor their previous commitments. So, although climate change has a great impact on the world, there are still some countries that violate the agreement for their own interests. And you can see this picture's man, he called Guterres. He is the president about in the United Nations climate change. And it is interesting that as the negotiations entered their final phase, the Secretary General, this is Guterres, said in our divided and polarized world, the convening of 28th climate change conference serves as an example that multilateralism remains our best hope for addressing global change. Part 4 Conclusion. In my mind, I am encouraged by outcomes for this conference, but recognize that much more needs to be done. I call on governments and business to step up their climate action efforts and take more practical and effective measures to combat climate change and ensure that our planet is sustainable. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to call on everyone to get involved in climate action, whether it's by reducing carbon emissions, supporting renewable engineering, or getting involved with climate advocacy organizations. We all have something to contribute. Let's work together and meet the challenge of climate change and ensure that our planet is sustainable. So thank you all. That's my speech. Thank you.